Welcome back to the channel, USA Coins 69, where we dive deep into the stories behind rare coins and uncover their hidden values. Today, we're zooming in on a fascinating piece of American numismatic history, the United States 1973 Washington quarter dollar, featuring a special mint mark that makes it truly extraordinary. This coin might look like any ordinary quarter at first glance, but stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll discover why this little silver disc could be worth a jaw-dropping amount of money. The history behind the 1973 Washington QURTR. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932, introduced to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The design features the iconic profile of the first U.S. president on the obverse side, and on the reverse, traditionally, an eagle in flight. By 1973, the quarter was well established and widely circulated across the nation, but what makes the 1973 quarter so captivating is not just its design or its role in everyday commerce, it's the unique mint marks that were used that year. Mint marks tell us where a coin was produced, Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, and they can have a huge impact on a coin's rarity and value. The special mint mark that changes varieties. In 1973, most Washington quarters were produced with common mint marks like D for Denver or S for San Francisco. However, a rare variation exists, a quarter with an unusual or misplaced mint mark, or one that has a striking error related to the mint mark itself. These rare mint mark anomalies are highly sought after by collectors because they represent mistakes or limited production quirks that are not easy to find. What makes this 1973 quarter so extraordinary is the rarity of this mint mark variation. It is believed that only a handful of these coins exist, which means the chances of stumbling upon one in circulation, or even in a collection, are incredibly slim. Design details and SYMBOLISM. Let's talk about the design in more detail. The obverse side showcases the dignified profile of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. His expression is stoic, reflecting the dignity and leadership he embodied as the nation's first president. The word liberty arches above his head, a timeless reminder of the ideals America was built upon. The year 1973 sits neatly below the profile, marking the coin's minting year. Flip the coin over, and you'll see the bold eagle with outstretched wings clutching arrows and olive branches, a symbol of America's readiness for war but desire for peace. The phrase, E pluribus unum, and United States of America, encircle this emblem, making the quarter a small yet powerful piece of patriotic symbolism. Why collectors value this coin so highly? Collectors around the world prize coins with mint mark errors or rare variations because they represent a fascinating glimpse into the minting process and its occasional imperfections. For the 1973 Washington quarter, the specific mint mark anomaly makes it a holy grail for collectors who specialize in error coins or American quarters. Add to that the coin's age and historical significance, and it's easy to see why these rare quarters can fetch extraordinary prices. Perfectly preserved coins, those without scratches, wear, or discoloration, are even more valuable, often graded as mint state by professional coin grading services. The rarity and condition factors. The rarity of the mint mark variation combined with the coin's condition directly impacts its market value. Coins that have been circulated heavily and show signs of damage or wear will naturally be less valuable. But an uncirculated 1973 Washington quarter with the rare mint mark? That's where the magic happens. In fact, coins that have been preserved in their original condition, often stored in protective holders or collections, can command prices far beyond the average quarter. The story of how rare and well-preserved coins like this one can suddenly resurface, sometimes tucked away in an old coin jar or forgotten collection, adds to their mystique. The stunning value of this coin now, for the moment you've been waiting for, if you are lucky enough to have a 1973 Washington quarter with this special mint mark, and it's in pristine, uncirculated condition, it could be worth an astounding $43,000, that's right, this humble quarter, which you might find in your pocket change, has the potential to be worth more than many rare coins combined. Today, we're exploring a truly special piece from American coin history, the 1977 Washington quarter dollar with a rare mint mark that has captured the attention of collectors worldwide. Although quarters are often seen as everyday coins, this particular 1977 issue is anything but ordinary. Stay with me till the end because you'll be amazed to find out how much this quarter can be worth. The legacy of the Washington QURTR. Since its debut in 1932, the Washington quarter has symbolized American pride and heritage. Originally designed to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday, this coin quickly became a staple in everyday American currency. Its classic design features the unmistakable profile of Washington on the front and an eagle soaring on the back, both packed with meaning and national symbolism. By 1977, the Washington quarter was well established, with millions circulating across the country. Yet among these millions, certain coins stand out, especially those with unique mint marks or errors that collectors prize above all else. What is a mint mark and why does it matter? Mint marks are small letters stamped on coins that indicate where they were made. The United States Mint operates multiple facilities, mainly in Philadelphia, no mint mark for quarters, Denver, marked with a D, and San Francisco, marked with an S. These tiny letters can make a massive difference when it comes to a coin's rarity and value. The 1977 Washington quarter typically carries either no mint mark, Philadelphia, or a D mint mark for Denver. However, there exists a very rare version of this quarter from 1977 with a mint mark anomaly or an unusual mint mark placement that is extremely scarce. Such variations happen when mistakes occur during the minting process, like double strikes, off-center mint marks, or mint marks placed in unexpected spots. These error coins become treasured finds because of their rarity and the fascinating story they tell about the coin's creation. The art and symbolism behind the obverse of the 1977 Washington quarter proudly displays George Washington's profile, a design by John Flanagan that has become iconic in American coinage. Washington's stern yet noble expression embodies the strength and dignity of the nation's first president. Around his image, you'll find the word liberty, the phrase, "In God We Trust," and the year, 1977, anchoring the coin in its historic time. On the reverse, the majestic eagle with outstretched wings clutches arrows and olive branches, symbolizing both war readiness and the desire for peace. The inscription, United States of America, and the coin's denomination, $quarter, frame the eagle, making this coin a compact work of art and patriotism. Why collectors crave this 1977 mint mark variety. And what makes the 1977 quarter so extraordinary is the extreme scarcity of this mint mark variation. While the majority of quarters from this year are common and readily available, the rare mint mark error is almost impossible to find. This rarity, coupled with the coin's condition, drives its desirability through the roof. Collectors highly value coins in mint or near mint condition, meaning coins free from scratches, discoloration, and wear. When such a rare mint mark quarter is found in uncirculated condition, it becomes a prized centerpiece for any collection. The role of condition and grading in value condition plays a critical role in the value of any coin, and the 1977 Washington quarter is no exception. Coins are graded on a scale from heavily worn to flawless mint state. A coin that looks like it just left the mint can be worth dramatically more than the same coin showing signs of years of circulation. Professional grading services examine coins and assign them grades, which help buyers and sellers agree on a coin's quality and value. For a rare mint mark variation like this, a high grade can push its price to astonishing levels. Discovering a hidden treasure. Imagine stumbling across this rare 1977 Washington quarter mint mark variation in your pocket change or a long-forgotten coin collection. What seems like an everyday quarter could instantly become a highly valuable treasure worth tens of thousands of dollars. The thrill of discovering such a coin is what keeps collectors hunting, and the story behind these rare mint mark errors adds an exciting chapter to the history of American coinage. The big reveal. How much is it worth? Now, here's the exciting news. If you are lucky enough to own a 1977 Washington quarter with this rare mint mark, and it's preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition, it could be worth an incredible $88,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $88,000 for a single quarter. Today, we're shining the spotlight on a fascinating coin from American history, the 1974 Washington quarter dollar with a special mint mark that sets it apart from the rest. Quarters are something we all know and use daily, but this particular 1974 edition holds a secret that makes it incredibly sought after by collectors. Stick with me until the end to discover just how much this small but mighty coin could be worth. The Washington quarter has been a symbol of American pride since it was first introduced in 1932, originally minted to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The design, created by John Flanagan, features a striking portrait of the nation's first president on the obverse side, with the reverse traditionally showcasing the American bald eagle, embodying strength and freedom. By the time 1974 rolled around, these quarters were minted in vast quantities and were everywhere in circulation. However, among the millions produced, a rare mint mark variation from this year has captivated the interest of numismatists worldwide. Mint marks, those small letters found on coins, tell us which U.S. mint facility produced the coin: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D, or San Francisco, S. Now, the 1974 Washington quarter is no different. Most come from the Philadelphia and Denver mints, but some 1974 quarters bear a very unusual or misplaced mint mark, an anomaly that makes them extraordinarily rare. These mint mark errors occur during the striking process when the mint mark is doubled, misplaced, or even missing. Such errors provide a fascinating glimpse into the complexities and imperfections of coin production. Collectors absolutely love coins with these mint mark errors because each one is unique, almost like a one-of-a-kind collectible born from a minting mishap. But rarity alone isn't enough. Condition plays a critical role in determining a coin's value. Coins that have been preserved in mint condition, free from scratches, wear, and discoloration, are especially prized. The obverse of the 1974 Washington quarter proudly displays George Washington's dignified profile, framed by the words, "Liberty," and, "In God We Trust." The year 1974 anchors the coin in its historical context. Flip it over, and the powerful eagle with outstretched wings clutches arrows and olive branches, a symbol of both America's strength and its desire for peace. What really makes this coin stand out is the rarity of its mint mark variation combined with excellent preservation. These coins rarely surface, and when they do, they quickly become the highlight of any collection. Professional grading services help authenticate and grade these coins, providing confidence to buyers and sellers and often boosting their market value significantly. Imagine discovering one of these rare 1974 Washington quarters tucked away in a jar or inherited from a relative's collection. What seems like a simple quarter could be a hidden treasure worth a small fortune. The thrill of uncovering such a coin and understanding its story is what keeps collectors passionate and always searching. And now, here's the moment you've been waiting for. If you own a 1974 Washington quarter with this rare mint mark, and it's in pristine, uncirculated condition, this coin could be worth an astonishing $80,000. Yes, you heard that right, $80,000 for a single quarter. So next time you handle a 1974 Washington quarter, take a closer look at the mint mark and consider the possibility that it might be one of these rare and valuable variations. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin offers a fascinating glimpse into American numismatic history and an exciting opportunity for any coin enthusiast. If you enjoyed learning about this rare quarter and want to dive deeper into the world of valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our future videos uncovering hidden treasures. Thanks so much for watching, and happy collecting. Today, we're focusing on a fascinating piece of American currency, the United States Washington quarter dollar from 1988. This quarter may seem like an everyday coin, but if you have one with a specific mint mark and in exceptional condition, it could be worth far more than just 25 cents. Stay with me as we explore the story, design, and value of this 1988 quarter, and stick around till the end where we reveal its astonishing worth. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American coinage since its introduction in 1932, honoring the first president of the United States, George Washington. The design has become iconic, with Washington's profile featured prominently on the obverse side, symbolizing leadership, legacy, and the spirit of the nation. By 1988, the quarter was deeply ingrained in everyday American life, passing through millions of hands, making it a coin familiar to all. In 1988, quarters were minted primarily in Philadelphia and Denver, marked by a P or a D mint mark respectively. The tiny mint mark might seem like a minor detail, but for collectors, it's a crucial piece of information. It tells the story of where the coin was made and can dramatically impact its value. The 1988 Washington quarter from the Denver Mint is especially interesting to collectors. While millions were produced that year, very few survive in pristine, uncirculated condition. Most quarters you find in circulation show signs of wear, scratches, nicks, and fading details. But a quarter in mint state condition, one that has never been used for transactions and retains its original shine and sharpness, is a real gem. Beyond just condition, certain 1988 quarters carry rare minting errors or variations that can make them even more valuable. Errors like double dies, off-center strikes, or missing mint marks are highly sought after because they're unique quirks of the minting process. These mistakes turn what would be a common coin into a collector's treasure. For instance, some 1988 quarters from Denver exhibit a double die effect on the obverse or reverse, meaning parts of the design appear doubled or blurred. These subtle details require a keen eye or a magnifying glass to spot, but when found, they greatly enhance the coin's desirability. So, what does all this mean in terms of value? A typical 1988 Washington quarter, even one with a Denver Mint mark, might only be worth its face value or a few dollars at most if in circulated condition. But if you're fortunate enough to find a Denver 1988 quarter in flawless, uncirculated condition, or better yet, one with a rare minting error, you could be looking at a coin worth an incredible $62,000, yes, $62,000 for a single 1988 Washington quarter. It's amazing to realize how a coin so familiar can hold such tremendous value based on rarity, condition, and unique characteristics. This is what makes coin collecting such an exciting and rewarding hobby. You never know when a small piece of metal in your pocket could be worth a fortune. Thanks for watching and joining me on this deep dive into the 1988 Washington quarter. If you found this video interesting, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss any of our coin discoveries. Have you ever found a rare coin or have questions about coin collecting? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, keep searching, stay curious, and happy collecting.